Hey everybody, welcome to Movie Time Special Edition Hot Tub Time Machine 2 review. The first Hot Tub Time Machine was really funny. It had a good storyline. It had a lot of the necessary time travel tropes, but it also had some things that were new to the genre. And with Hot Tub Time Machine 2, you're gonna get some of those tropes again as well. And some of it is gonna seem very predictable. But what I like what they did with this one is they put a lot of different places in the film, a lot of movement in the film where the story's going, where it kind of makes you think you know where it's going to go, but it doesn't go there. And sometimes, yes, of course, you can't help it, but sometimes it is right in front of your eyes and you see it coming. But sometimes they do enough in this film where they change it a little bit, just like as if they had a time machine. And it goes and it changes it enough to make you, oh shoot, I thought it was gonna be this person, it might have been that person, or I thought they were gonna go this way, they went that way. So I like how they did that in this film. I felt the chemistry between the four characters, the four lead actors in this film, Rob Corddry, Craig Robinson, Clark Duke, Adam Scott. I felt that it was great chemistry. I felt that they all did a really, really good job. At some point, there is certain lines that you can tell this character is like this character is like this. Adam Scott was the most distinguished character I felt in this film. I felt like Craig Robinson, Clark Duke, Rob Corddry, it's kind of that character that they kind of play in all their movies. They defined it enough where you could tell the characters apart, but I felt they could do a little bit more in this aspect. But even so, I felt that the chemistry between the four characters was amazing. The three characters at the beginning, Clark Duke, Craig Robinson, and Rob Corddry, I thought that their chemistry was awesome to start the film. They did a lot of scenes where it was off the cuff, it was ad-libbing, and they did stuff where it was most likely by the book, by what was written on the page, but they did such a good job with their chemistry. They did such a good job of editing it very well that you can't really tell. Maybe a lot of this film is ad-libbed, but it's hard to tell because they do such a good job with editing and the chemistry between the characters. I felt like this is a very strong point in this film where they can really put the weight of the film on just the chemistry of these characters. It's really interesting how they go into the future in this film and they show us what the future is like. They have some nice little set piece gags throughout the film that pay off at different times during the film, and it's really funny. And you know, for me, it was a real knee slapper, and I enjoyed that. I thought it was really funny how their idea of a man or a woman's sexuality in 2025 is pretty much just blown away. There's no box to it. It's just, there's no borders or anything. It's just kind of whatever happens, and you can like whoever you like. You can hook up with whoever you want to hook up, bang whoever you want to bang. Just, you know, tell your significant other. And so it's pretty interesting how they push that to the extreme. It's kind of like a very cynical, extreme version of somebody looking at where we are today and pushing that forward 10 years. And so that's pretty funny. It's pretty funny stuff how they do that. One of the best parts of this film are the ladies in the film. You have Colette Wolfe. She was from the first one. She played John Cusack's sister. You have Jillian Jacobs. And you also have Bianca Hawes. I think it's Hawes. And Bianca Hawes, Sophie. She is Sophie's choice. She is... Just keep your eyes open for that one. They did a great job in this film, and they were wonderful, they were pretty, they were beautiful, and they did what they were supposed to do in their supporting roles. So I appreciated the women in this film. Also had some cameos in there. Bruce Buffer, the girl from The Daily Show, what was her name? Let me see. Jessica Williams. She's young right now. I think she's 21, 22 years old. She does a lot of these side reporting, but you never know because Jon Stewart's gone now. You also had Lisa Loeb playing herself, and you see in the trailer, you see Craig Robinson singing the Lisa Loeb song, and she shows up. It's hilarious. You also have Kumail Nanjiani, really funny guy. Loved him in Franklin Bash and Silicon Valley. He's in that right now. So a lot of bit characters, little cameos that were awesome, that they did their part. They supported the movie and they kept it on its legs. I really enjoyed that about this film. And then another part that I enjoyed about this film was how it can make references to real life settings, real life things, and you know, it was referencing this, it was referencing that were real. It was real things. There's even a point where they broke the fourth wall in this film, and I enjoyed that the film is self-aware of the fact that that one little moment they realize that they're playing on words just to get that little chuckle out of you. And I like that. The fact that all these references are just like stuff you might, in a normal conversation with somebody else, you would reference this. I know when I'm talking with my friends, we reference all kinds of things, and it's movies, it could be music, and we make jokes about these things. I love it when they have these conversations and they do that. When they start doing the "you look like" game, it's funny, and then they are self-aware again in that part where they go, you know what, let's not do this "you look like" game a third time because it's already been played out. I like that. I like that a lot. The couple of things that I don't like, and this list is not very long at all. It's really maybe one or two things. But even saying that, it's not a perfect film. Not a perfect film. The things that I don't like about this film, I think that they are going to try to push for a third film because of events that happen in this film, how the film ends. I think they're going to push for a third film. I hope that that doesn't really happen. As much as I would like to see what happens in the trailer where they're going back to the Civil War and all that, as much as I would have liked to see that in the film, it would have been really fun. It would have been nice to see that. I was a little disappointed they didn't put that into the film, like the actual film. They didn't put that in there, so I was a little disappointed in that. But I don't want to see a third film of them just running around doing things like that where there's no rhyme or reason behind it, and it's just for them to goof off, because then I won't watch that. I feel like this film has its legs have run out. It's exhausted the platform that it's on. I think that if they end right here with the second one, I think that they'll make good, and they'll make people, for me, I'll be happier. I'd rather them stop here than do a third one and really make this into a really crappy, like over the top, stupid, not worth your money type of film if they do a third one. So I mean, that's not even a dislike, that's just kind of a hope. I just really hope they don't do a third one because of them exhausting all their avenues, at least in my mind, in this film. They've actually, in this film, they had some kind of continuity, as well as with the last one with the time travel, with how when you travel back in time you kind of embody your old person, yourself, but back in that time. In this one they changed a little bit and introduced alternate timelines, and then again they break the wall down again and they change it up and they make it into kind of like Fringe, multiverses. So they break the rules of their own movie a couple times in this film. So that's why I say, like, it's gonna get to the point where it's gonna be just over the top and it's gonna be too much. So I don't want them to do that. At the same time though, this is a time travel film, so you can do things like that and just explain it as it's time travel. It's okay, it's time travel. That's your excuse. I appreciate what they've done with this film. I'm very happy with it. I got my money's worth from this movie. I definitely enjoyed it. I think it's right there with Hot Tub Time Machine. I think it's just as good as the first one. My recommendation for you guys is go see this movie in theaters. It is rated R, so do not take the kids. Do not take the kids. I saw some youngins in there last night and I was like, whoa, they should not be in here, especially with some of those scenes with Bianca Haas. Yeah. Wow. I do think that you guys will have a good time, and you're gonna come out doing a few things that I know that I'm gonna be doing from this movie, like the "You're a Nerd" song. You're a nerd. You're a nerd. No one likes you. You're a nerd. Or high five. High five. I'm just not even gonna put my hand up there, just high five. I'm gonna say that to people now because of this film. So I think that this movie, it's gonna have an impact. I think some of it's gonna carry on, and I'm happy with what they did. I'm happy with the final product. I enjoyed myself. You guys should go enjoy yourselves too and watch this movie in the theater. Alright guys, that's it for Movie Time Special Edition Hot Tub Time Machine 2 review. Remember to click the like, share, subscribe buttons down below. Leave your comments, questions, suggestions in the comments section. Let me know what you thought about Hot Tub Time Machine. Let's have a great conversation. We'll see you next time.